Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction. Today I have another donation request, this time from Stephanie. Stephanie, thank you so much. She's asked me to listen to Aurora, Soulless Creatures, live in Bergen in 2020. Of course, Stephanie, I'll be happy to react to this. It's Aurora. Before we get started, I can't keep up with suggestions made in comments anymore, so if there's something you would like to see me react to, you can click on a donation link down in the description, send along the information of the song you'd like me to hear, and I will get it recorded as soon as possible. I also take notes during my reaction, so if you see me looking down, just writing down a couple things so I remember what I want to say when it's time to talk. I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and take a listen. She has an orchestra. Oh no. Just to also preface, I have not heard this song at all yet. So I'm going to start it over. Sorry about that. It's already feeling a little haunting.
Never knew what this curious head of mine. Never knew what is love if kept inside. Nothing
barefoot.
but an endless empty heart, like laying a seed within the dark. And give me a piece of your heart, and give me a piece of your soul as we go. I wouldn't mind if I can't find anything to save our kind, or the pieces of my body is gone. Look at me now, I'm falling apart in daylight. All the pieces that I have lost, I have lost. Come back to me after peace restores, waiting for the world to turn once more, listening to the deep magnetic sound, hunting for a victim lying down.
Damn.
Back to me after peace restores. Soulless creatures, fearsome hearts, I won't mind. I got memories that travels my mind. Fear not when you go. I got pieces of your hate in my soul. Look at me now, I'm falling apart in daylight. All the pieces that I've lost, I have lost.
Her movements, man.
to save our kind. All the pieces of my body is gone. Look at me now, I'm falling apart in daylight. All the pieces that I've lost, I have lost. Look at me now, look at me now. I gave both parts of me. I gave both parts of me.
Oof.
I gave both parts of me.
Damn. That must have been done, man. That must have been done during the pandemic. There was no audience there. I was seriously fighting the urge to cry. I mean, almost every song I listen to her makes me want to cry for various reasons, but I'm still fighting it a little bit. I don't think I need to say that was incredibly emotionally immersive. The music got me there from the start. Just seeing she had an orchestra there was I knew. I just knew this was going to be something special. I'm going to go over the lyrics in a minute, but I'm going to talk about what my instincts gave me about the song and maybe a little bit of the meaning or the theme of it. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. Okay, so first of all, okay, I'm going to talk about the music aspects first before I talk about kind of my instincts about the theme. Everything about that was incredibly haunting, from the music to her vocals to even some of her movements, which I'll talk about here in a minute. As I've said, that was incredibly emotional, both musically and vocally, and even watching her. But it was kind of like the way, in addition to the movements, the music and the vocals, the way she was using her softer vocals and the space kind of in between to build the emotions was just palpable for me. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. The gradual layering of the orchestra instruments in the background, along with this emotion throughout the whole song, kind of created this feeling inside of me that I was drifting through something extremely fragile and otherworldly at the same time. I don't know, maybe it's the title, Soulless Creatures, that kind of instilled that otherworldly feeling. Maybe it's just because it's Aurora. Sometimes she does that to me. She does not seem that she is from this planet sometimes. The part where the strings were started plucking and the song was kind of more subtle at that point, that added to the emotion as well, even though it was a more subdued part of the song. Of course, as I say in every single video that I do of Aurora, I'm fascinated by watching her perform physically. I get a lot from watching people physically. And her especially, she is so physically emotive in face movement, even hand gestures that she does. The way she stands on her feet. Sometimes she's at the balls of her feet. Sometimes she's on her very tippy toes. Sometimes she's on one foot with one foot behind her. All of this stuff just speaks volumes to me. And then when she started doing those non-lyrical vocalizations that she is so good at, and that I've also mentioned in every song that has them, that I love, that kind of feels like a primal thing to me when that happens. Her movement coupled with those vocalizations was hypnotic. Like I said, I was trying to fight the urge to cry. I don't know why exactly. I mean, she's got a song about if you feel the need to cry, just cry. I have a lot of you telling me all the time, don't worry about crying. This is the first reaction I'm recording today, so I'm not really good at kind of picking and choosing what I do first. I just kind of go along my list of what's next. So maybe I have to be more careful about that so that I can open up completely and not worry so much about my emotions coming out, because it will affect the rest of my recording session. The theme that I got, along with the emotional stuff that I've talked about, the haunting feeling of the music, the movement, the vocals, it gave me a sense of loneliness, like an endless seeking or searching for something. She mentioned I'm falling apart, pieces of my body are gone. And then she even at one point said something about give me a part of either like your heart, but I remember hearing and your soul. Just kind of created a longing for something that maybe she thought would help put her back together. The title, Soulless Creatures, that speaks to a collective. Maybe not just one person. Maybe humanity in general. So I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and go through the lyrics so that I can see or try to figure out exactly what the theme is. Now, I'm having a gut feeling before reading these that this song might hit me harder once I read these lyrics. So I'm mentally preparing myself for that, even though it may not happen, but I think it might. Therefore, maybe preparing you. Never knew this curious head of mine. Never knew what is love if kept inside. Nothing but an endless, empty heart. Like laying a seed within the dark. Give me a piece of your heart, Give me a piece of your hands as we go. I wouldn't mind if I can't find anything to save our kind. That speaks to the title, me thinking the title was more of a collective instead of specific people. I wouldn't mind if I can't find anything to save our kind. All the pieces of my body's gone. Look at me now. Don't tell me how I feel inside. Every pieces that I've lost, I have loved. Okay, this instantly makes me think of two scenarios. It could be her feelings about humanity overall, just some of the disappointing aspects of humanity. Those could be the pieces that are lost. I don't know, because I have loved wouldn't kind of make sense with that. But the other thing I was thinking is, just general loss in her life, people she's lost, friendships, or hope even. I don't know. But the fact that it says, I have loved, makes me think that it's talking about a bunch of specific things. regarding loss. Each loss was a piece of her. I don't know. As I say all the time, I feel like a dumbass sometimes because of how my brain works at 90 miles an hour, 90 different directions. So, come, my wonders, after dawn restores. Okay, so she's asking for the good things to happen after a new day. It's a new day after dawn. I need the wonders to come. Waiting for the world to turn once more. Yep, that's the new day. Listening to the deep magnetic sound. Hunting for a victim lying down. Okay, so is it the deep magnetic sound hunting for a victim? Or is it her? I'm thinking the former. And I'm not quite sure exactly what she means by deep magnetic sound. Come back to me after peace restores soulless creatures. Yeah, that gives me a plural collective of people. Maybe referring to how humanity and the world is a little crazy. It always has been, but I think in recent times it's escalated dramatically. Maybe she's speaking to the part of humanity who seem to be behaving as if they don't have souls, like they don't have empathy or feeling for other humans, or even for the planet, the environment, for nature. It could be any number of things. Her songs always make me read so much into things and, try to relate to them personally. Okay, chorus 2. Fearsome hearts, I wouldn't lie. I got memories that travel my mind. Fear not when you go. I got pieces of your hate in my soul. I remember hearing that in the song and it catching my attention. Okay. Yeah, this is a little baffling because this could be relating to a couple of different things. I've got memories that travel my mind. Fear not when you go. I've got pieces of your hate in my soul. So, the hate mention makes me think more along the lines of soulless creatures, or the more negative side of humanity, the hateful stuff. Yeah, this also could mean I got pieces of your hate in my soul. Maybe it's not a direct hate that she experienced, but just other people being hateful that sticks with her, that she can't shake. I kind of know that feeling directly. Just seeing how negative people can be towards other human beings. It's something I see every day and try to work out in my own mind, realizing that I cannot lay my hands on that situation, either individually or overall, and change it. I just know I don't feel hate for other human beings for certain reasons that other people do. Like, there's some people, race and gender, all kinds of labels that you could slap on a group of people. I talk about it a lot. My whole mantra is see human, be human. We have been trained from birth to slap labels on things to understand them, groups of people, and throw them all in the same box. But it's not reality to do that. It's not a realistic way to think, because say somebody is a racist and they don't like this race and that race and this race, they tend to throw everybody under that race in the same box, assuming that all of them are the same as the worst of their worst, when actually the worst of the worst in them is the same as the other race or this other race. It's a human condition. Like violence and hatred is a human condition. It's not so much attributed to one race over another. Every single country or culture that you can think of has a percentage of people that are soulless creatures. That does not mean that every single one of them is the same. And I think that people think along those lines, throw them all in the same box because that's the easy thing to do. Or their fear drives them to do that. Or they don't want to take the time to think of people on an individual level. They take the stuff that they see in the news or online or on social media, and they think that everyone is the same. You know, there's a lot of hate for Muslims. There's a lot of hate for people of different sexual orientations, saying that all of them are mentally ill, or all Muslims are terrorists, or they're all violent people. They all believe that people who don't practice Islam, they're automatically supposed to kill. That is not true. That is not true. And that is a majority of Muslims do not think that way. I don't know how much more of this I want to get into because it's going to cause, it's probably going to cause some issues in comments. But it's kind of a sad state of affairs when a person can't really express their perceptions and have to worry about what people are going to say to them about it. That's my whole point of all of this is, okay, I feel this way. Like, I don't put people in boxes. I don't think all XYZ people are this, that, and the other. So that doesn't make me a horrible person. It just makes me different from somebody who does believe those things. But people tend to automatically reject you and judge you if you think differently from them, or if you don't agree with their train of thought or their opinion. They immediately dismiss you, cast you aside, and don't want to hear a thing you have to say. There are instances of two people who have vastly different perceptions and opinions on things, who can get together and discuss those opinions, maybe have some words about them, but then kind of realize, look, we're still human. We still have all these other things in common. Let's talk about those things. And maybe we'll come to a point where we'll start to kind of understand each other a little bit more. There's all kinds of things that play into why we all believe the things that we believe, from the moment we're born, how we're raised, how we're educated, what we pay attention to online. Yeah, this has turned into yet another long, rambling session from Mama. So I get a lot of yous telling me, don't apologize for talking. But yeah, sometimes I just feel like I go on and on and on, explain the same thing 3 or 4 different ways, because I'm so afraid that I'm not going to get my point across, that I feel like I have to repeat it in various ways just for context. This song could go in so many different directions for me, theme-wise, that it's kind of boggling my mind a little bit. So here is the non-lyrical vocal part, which I absolutely love. And then the chorus for the outro. I wouldn't mind if I can't find anything to save our kind. That almost conveys a giving up, which relates to something here, nothing but an endless empty heart. Maybe a rock bottom, so to speak. All the pieces of my body's gone. Look at me now, look at me now. I'm falling apart in daylight. All of the pieces that I've lost, I've loved. Okay, so something just dawned on me reading this line again. All of the pieces that she's lost of herself, she has loved, and maybe she doesn't recognize in this particular moment who she is, or she feels like she's losing the best parts of her. I don't know. Outro. Look at me now. Look at me now. I gave both sides of me. I give both sides of me. I give both sides of me. Oh, I'm sure that if there are direct quotes from Aurora, exactly what the meaning of this song is, that you guys will share those with me. You always do, which I truly appreciate. Okay, so here's a little more information, Q&A. In an interview to Clash magazine, Aurora said the song is her favorite track on the album, adding, "It means a lot to me and it's written about giving too much. It's Mother Earth writing to humankind about wanting to thrive again. Sometimes I don't understand what a song means for a while." That's absolutely comforting to hear. It sounds pretentious and stupid, but it does happen. No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound pretentious and stupid at all. It sounds like when she writes these songs, she writes them based on her instincts and feelings, which, in my opinion, is the best way to write anything. I just write and write all the time. I have songs already for my 5th album. That was helpful. And I did think I referenced a lot of things about humanity overall. And I did mention Earth and nature and such. So I think my instincts were close. Maybe not right on. They were a little scattered. Stephanie, thank you for putting this one in front of my face. It was a beautiful, deeply human, emotional song. That live performance was phenomenal. Everything about it just added to the song itself. And I just love it when that happens. And thank you all so much for being here to show this with me. I will see you on the next one.